Zhang Linghe spent Thursday evening being called the perfect prince. By the time the night was over, the internet had already decided the real prize belonged to someone else entirely, and it wasn't him. This is Rabbit News Hallyu, and today's story starts with two events that had nothing to do with each other, until they did. On August 28th, Zhang Linghe was everywhere online for the most conventional reason possible: brand work. From 5 to 8 in the evening, he live-streamed from Beijing as the global spokesperson for Yilian's hyaluronic acid moisturizing spray, walking viewers through hydration tips in a grey velvet alpha-bespoke suit, a wide V-neck shirt, Bulgari jewelry, and for reasons that immediately became the internet's favorite detail, a single rose in his hand. Fashion bloggers updated outfit photos in real time throughout the broadcast. Hashtags like the complete prince trended. It was, by every visible measure, a well-executed brand moment, and it's worth pausing on why it worked as well as it did. A 3-hour live stream is a long window to hold an audience's attention using nothing but a product pitch. The wardrobe choices, tailored velvet, an open V-neck, fine jewelry, a rose held rather than placed, read less like a spokesperson doing a duty appearance and more like a styling team building a specific visual: romantic, formal, slightly theatrical. That's a deliberate positioning choice. It signals a brand betting that Zhang Linghe's commercial value lives in an image of polished elegance, not casual relatability. And the same day carried a second campaign running in parallel, the countdown for ramen fans' VIP product unlock, time to launch the very next evening. Two different product categories, skincare and instant noodles, both anchored to the same face within a 24-hour window. That's not a coincidence of scheduling, it's a snapshot of how heavily a top idol's calendar can be shaped by simultaneous brand obligations, each one calibrated for maximum visibility. But while that carefully engineered image was circulating, a completely unrelated piece of internet creativity was spreading in a different direction, and it says something the brand moments don't. Somewhere in that same 24 hours, a fan-made casting list for a 1995 fantasy drama called Happy Seven Fairies started circulating. It wasn't official news. Nobody involved announced anything. It was, plainly, fans having fun, building an imaginary cast list for a beloved old show using today's actors. Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei were slotted in as the leads, playing the characters Huang and Jinsha. Wang Churan showed up in most versions too, though usually paired with someone else, and her inclusion alone was enough to keep the conversation going. Here's the detail that makes this worth a closer look: the whole list wasn't built on who fans thought would act the roles best. It was built almost entirely on pairing popularity, treating each actor duo like a data point, ranked by how much online buzz their chemistry could theoretically generate. 14 actresses born after 1995, Tian Xiwei and Wang Churan among them, were mapped onto roles this way. Even the imaginary director and screenwriter credits were assigned as a joke, using that same popularity logic rather than any creative reasoning. That's an important thing to sit with for a second, because it means the list wasn't really a casting exercise at all. It was a popularity leaderboard wearing a casting exercise's clothes. Tian Xiwei and Zhang Linghe weren't paired because fans imagined specific chemistry between these two characters, they were paired because the algorithm of internet attention put them at the top of the list. That distinction matters for how we read what happened next. Because when this popularity-driven fantasy cast list made its rounds, the reaction wasn't uniform excitement about the two headline names. Commenters actually criticized the exercise for ignoring personality fit entirely, joking that it looked less like casting and more like a spreadsheet of trending pairs dressed up as a drama announcement. The leads, despite carrying the most star power on paper, drew mixed and sometimes mocking responses. The real praise went somewhere nobody had planned for: the villain roles. Minor antagonist parts, cast almost as an afterthought, ended up being called the single perfect score of the entire fictional list, the one casting choice fans agreed actually worked, out of an entire ensemble built around two of the most talked about names in the industry. Think about what that means, sitting next to the earlier half of this story. On one side, a real, professionally produced, brand-optimized version of Zhang Linghe generated enthusiastic praise for exactly the qualities it was designed to project: polish, elegance, image control. That's a system operating precisely as intended, converting visibility into approval. On the other side, in a space where nobody was optimizing for anything, the audience's genuine approval skipped right past the popularity-based lead pairing and landed on a role nobody was trying to sell them. That's a system with no strategy behind it at all, and it produced a completely different kind of winner. This isn't proof that fans dislike Zhang Linghe or Tian Xiwei. Nothing in this list is a real casting decision, a real project, or a real signal about either actor's career plans, and neither should be read as personally connected beyond appearing together in a piece of fan content. What it does illustrate, in this specific case, is a gap between two different logics of audience approval. One is built top-down, from popularity metrics and brand strategy, where visibility itself becomes the product. The other emerges bottom-up, from whether something simply feels right once fans actually sit with it, unprompted by any marketing calendar. That gap isn't unique to this list, and it's worth being precise about what it does and doesn't prove. Costume drama casting in the wider industry has faced recurring criticism for leaning on trending pairings and audience data rather than character fit. This single viral fan list doesn't establish that as an industry-wide rule on its own, but it does give that broader, already existing conversation a fresh, concrete example to point to. Commenters explicitly tied their reaction to nostalgia for the 1995 original, arguing its casting worked precisely because it wasn't engineered around pairing buzz in the first place, and voicing a wider worry that today's costume dramas increasingly look and feel interchangeable, same faces, same styling, same safe pairings recycled across projects. Which brings the story back to where it started: a prince, and a rose, and a spray bottle. Zhang Linghe's actual Thursday was a case study in doing brand work well. The live streams delivered exactly what they were built to deliver: image consistency, hours of engagement, a trending hashtag, a role played convincingly across two very different product categories in the same evening. There's no contradiction in an idol succeeding at that. It's the job, and by the visible reaction, he did it effectively, twice, back to back. But the fan casting list, existing in its own separate universe just hours later, quietly demonstrated something brand strategy can't fully control. Audiences still carry their own independent taste, and it doesn't always follow the popularity math that both marketers and, apparently, meme makers default to. Given the choice between the correct pairing and the villain nobody was pushing, fans picked the villain. Not because they were told to. Because, for once, nobody was selling them anything, and the response could be genuinely unscripted. That's the part of this story that outlasts a single live stream or a single meme. The industry can build the prince. It can schedule the rose, the suit, the countdown clock, the 3-hour broadcast calibrated down to the last detail. What it apparently still can't fully engineer is which choice an audience will actually call perfect, and on August 28th, in a fantasy cast list involving two of its biggest names, that verdict went somewhere the spreadsheet never expected. If you like entertainment stories that go beyond the headline, the kind that look for the quiet signals most coverage misses, Rabbit News Hallyu was built for exactly that. Subscribe if you want analysis, not just updates.